Bum, 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 bum. Hey, don't judge the hair. I just got it done, and this front taper is here for a purpose, okay? But that's besides the point. Hello, it's been like 2 weeks and it's been a while. I've been busy doing some work, hanging out with friends and things like that, but it's been okay. It's been a nice, calm, cool breeze, collective flow of getting back into who I am and understanding who I am. Like I said in my last video, I'm remembering who I am. I'm that guy. At least in my mind, I believe that I'm that guy, and I have to be delusional about it so I can continue to do the things that I want to do, to be the guy that I am dreaming of being and building the life that I want to live. It's coming. Just wait. But this week has been very interesting in the life of justice. You know, these are my brain dumps, my Miami diaries that I'm trying to live. My apartment is starting to become an apartment now. I have more furniture now, which I am so excited about. Who knew that a table, just a table, could be revolutionary to how I feel about my space and how I feel about everything that's revolving around my space? It's incredible. I'm moving my bedroom around. I'm hanging out with more friends now. Life just seems very relaxing, and I'm not trying to, force a bunch of things to happen, you know? Work is going well. I'm still building myself more and more. I need to do more social media wise, but we're going to get there. We have a whole summer for that to get us to where we need to get to where we need to get to before football season. Boom, brain blast. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Neutron. But it's been a fun week. Also, we went to Factory Town. I went to Factory Town for the first time. It was me, Chris, Seb, Medine, Logan, and then one of her friends, Sophia, and we had a wonderful time there. It was glorious.
We get it. We gotta get it to us over here. Yeah, go on, tear me apart. I don't care if you do. It's just
On the other hand, I am exhausted, but I'm also getting back into my schedule where I'm sleeping more and I'm starting to enjoy real life and what I'm able to bring and what I'm able to do. With that, we also went and saw the movies a lot this week. Over the past few weeks, what did I go see? I saw Michael. The movie's kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest with you. People really are really going to like it who are not real moviegoers. It's not to discredit people who are those real moviegoers. Me, I go to the movies once or twice a week, and I will see and watch everything. I saw Michael. Also saw The Devil Wears Prada 2, and I think I saw something else in between there and during that time period. But the biggest thing that is clocked for me, is it clocking to you? Is it clocking to me? Is that Michael was not a good movie. Michael Jackson had hits, but he looked like a saint in the first half of the movie. Now, if they do the sequel where he looks like a complete terrible person, then I might like the movie. I'm not saying Michael Jackson was a complete terrible person, but he has a lot of allegations and things like that they just didn't even touch in the first half of the movie. He just looked like an innocent child that used to get beat a lot and this, then the third, and but he was talented, so he had to get beat so he could be as talented as he could be to get him out the slums and this, then the third, I don't care. Show me the real Michael Jackson, Devil Wears Prada 2, it was really good. Not as good as the first one and as charming and things like that, because of course it's just almost 20 years since the last movie. No, it is 20 years since the last movie, but I think it came out at the right time with the Met Gala and how Jeff Bezos is running the Met Gala and how most people don't want to go to the Met Gala anymore, even though some people need to be at the Met Gala. Jimmy Butler was at the Met Gala the other day, and he turned around. There was aloe on the side of his thing. I'm a sports reporter. I want to do things like at the Met Gala and go talk to sports people at the Met Gala. And eventually one day, if I get the opportunity, I want to be one of the people that are walking on the Met Gala, designer costumes, not costumes, but designer fits and things like that. Bow, bow, bow. Just, looking, ching, 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 you know what I'm saying? But look, it's like that sometimes. I guess, as Meryl Streep said in the movie, you're not to Emily Blunt's character, Emily, you're not a visionary, you're just a vendor. I want to be a visionary. I think I'm a visionary. I believe I'm a visionary, and I want to continue to do what I do to be a visionary. I don't know. That also starts with getting this front taper fixed and adding boom skis and then boom skis, you know what I'm saying? But Factory Town was fun. It was the first time I've been out in a while, to be honest with you. Seriously go out. When we go out, we parties, Miami parties, I was like, ugh. It was like going to space or something like that, because we hadn't been to space. I haven't been to space in nearly a year. Like when I first moved here, I was going to space like every other weekend, this and that, third, getting my discount tickets and blah blah blah, but it took a bit of time off. I had to work on weekends, so I couldn't go out as often. But now it's the summertime, I have more chances to go out. This, then, and third, boom, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm also trying to get a second job so I can save some more money, stack some more money, pay off some debts and things like that. Of course, this is the early 20s. We're roaring into the 20s. I'm about to be 24 this upcoming week, May 12th. I'm recording this on May 8th. Life is scary, but we're going to continue to build and grow and work towards what we're dreaming for. Because I'd be damned, as I said, if I'm a loser. I can't be a loser. I want to be incredibly great and incredibly fortunate with all the things that I have to do. I'm about to go cover a baseball game. I'm really excited about that. It's the final home series. It's the final home series of the year for the Miami Hurricanes. They take on. Let me get it right. Get my Mr. Kennedy. As they prepare to take on Louisville in a super regional matchup. However, the Louisville Cardinals are not the same team that reached the national. The Louisville Cardinals are not the same team that reached the NCAA tournament and reached the. The Louisville Cardinals are not the same team that reached Omaha last year, while the Miami Hurricanes are still trying to figure out how to battle and fight through their same simple, easy mistakes, a questionable bullpen and errors on top of errors, and yet their offense is still dynamic and brilliant, even without one of their best offensive players in the history of the program, in Daniel Kube, who was out with a strap. I'm just speaking on sports ball now, so life is having fun, and I'm still cooking. I'm also starting to decorate more. I'm starting to actually live in my apartment now, which I enjoy, and I'm having a good time. I think I'm going to add a thingamabobber. I'm going to add a Jesus. How do I say? I shot the ants for the table though. She's goated. She's really goated. But because they're about to move out and everybody's moving out to different places, and she's like, "Well, I have a table if you want it." I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna take that table," because like I was looking at a kitchen island, and I was like, "Am I going to buy a kitchen island? Am I going to buy a table?" And instead of there, the table works. I have a small apartment, which is fine. It's just how I utilize the small apartment and how I'm building towards utilizing those things. The table's pretty small. Could it have been a bigger table? Yes, but I think it fits perfectly for what I have so far. And then I can add like decorations and things like that on. And I think I'm gonna add an extra light. I'm thinking about adding LED lights to half of the building, not the building, half of the thing, and also like build a what do you call this thing? Like a room divider, like right in this corner where I put up this poster and stuff like that. But I think it's going to be a summer of opportunity, and I think it's going to be very fun. I think life is about to treat me well over the next few months or so, and I believe that I'm going to get to the level where I want to get to, where I'm comfortable enough to explore more options and be a lot more, I guess, freer with what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and the abilities of me doing the things that I want to do. Y'all see me though, I'm trying to also get into my fashion bag, and like I've been watching, like I was saying, Devil Wears Prada. This is a mid outfit at best. It also helps that I'm fat right now, so as soon as I lose the weight, I'll look better and everything else. My arms are getting huge though. But I'm working out like a monster again. It's like I said, I was in a very depressive state where I wouldn't work out. I would sleep in bed all day, and this, that, and third. My hair was a mess. I finally got my hair done. I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna get a lineup. I'm gonna leave the top up here, but I'm cutting off the sides and things like that. Because, like I said, I need to add the locks back. But yeah, I think life is looking up right now for me, and I would like to continue to have that optimistic output and life viewpoint, as long as things don't continue to get crazier with our government and things like that. We can have a serious conversation about that if you guys want me to one day. But how serious about life are you trying to get? As I told my friend Jules, she just graduated. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so bubbly, this and that, third." I have the same optimism too. Reality's a bitch. But you have to maintain that positive bubble that you have, sunshine and rainbows, because some days are not sunshine and rainbows. But having that sunshine and rainbows mentality is what's going to keep you going. That's all you can do. You got to have that optimism at the other side. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's my biggest takeaway. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to remember that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? Thank you. Guys, thank you for my TED Talk. I appreciate all of you who watch these videos. And some people have said I'm an inspiration. I'm going to try and continue to be that inspiration for you guys. So I appreciate that so much. Loves. Till next time. I think I'm going to do a 24-hour video. Not like a 24-hour. Like I did a day in the life of a sports reporter. I'm going to do that again. But this time I'm going to take it seriously because I have to get up in the morning and do a bunch of different things. And I'm going to try and build upon what I'm trying to actually do in my life. This is a building channel, as you guys can see. I'm growing from here. Everything's going to be great. That's how I view it and hope for. I hope and pray. Thank you guys. Love you. Thank you for following the journey and for what's going to continue to be. And to those that are watching now, after like 5 years of success in the future, hi. You see the struggle that I started with? Not a real struggle. I put the struggle with myself. That's a bit of a struggle, moving from Mississippi to Miami. Eventually, Miami grows on you, but at first, I'm starting to grow on Miami. Like, I don't like it, but I'm also starting to grow to like it as well. So, who knows? All right. Thank you, guys. Loves, loves, loves.